it's the same thing.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
I think that'd be great. And
And
hi, Karen.
and I was going to ask you if you want to read lesson 181, which you may want to read the whole lesson, and at least parts of review 6, or maybe the whole review 6. That's up to you.
Yeah,
This
that sounds
Sunday,
wonderful.
this coming Sunday?
Yeah,
Yes.
Regina's.
Oh,
Um,
I have a commitment at a physical church.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's always perfect.
but everyone is invited. Karen has her hand up. Yeah, Karen.
Hi, Lynn. I just wanted to say I was listening on the radio before I came on, and there's a distraction. I guess a conflict on there. There's the radio's playing and this is playing at the same time.
Yeah, I have to turn both. I have to turn the thing off.
Okay.
So, and
I
I
just
was,
wasn't sure if you knew. I just wanted to let you know.
yeah, yeah. In fact, as soon as we get up onto YouTube there, I need to go in and do a muting of it all. So yeah, so Maureen Muldoon was talking. So all
I'm
good,
happy.
all good. So what else?
Hi, Rico.
Hi, Rico. How's everyone doing this evening? All right, I was gonna play a song, and then I have asked Rafi to uh tell us about the release technique, but I know he's talked about a lot, but actually what it is and how it works, maybe how it was discovered, how how what's the principle behind it, whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with a song, and I might have to dip out on this other computer, but since it's up and running on YouTube, it's fine. So all fine and good. All right, this is a song that we heard Sunday at Regina's. Yes, we're teaching at Awakening Together on Sunday. And Awakening Together, the link, if you go on our schedule, it'll say Awakening Together Weekly Gathering. And when you click on that, there'll be the link to get in. And it actually starts at 10:15 Eastern, but I always go there at 10 o'clock because they play music for the first 15 minutes. So anyway, here we go. Oh, wait. I hope this is not something that's going to get us in trouble here. Maybe I won't play this song because I just realized I'll play another song. I forgot I'm on YouTube. Oh my goodness. These guys are such, I don't know about it.
I was going to tell you, hurry up.
Yeah, we won't play that. We'll play this. All right. Share. Advance. Computer audio. Share. All right. Sorry. While I'm doing this, I took a nap. So I have not been feeling well over the last few days. I have a lot of digestive issues that are really a pain in the, you know what, and literally. And so I haven't been feeling real well for the last couple of days, and just realized I was just tired. So so I took a little nap, and then I had a dream, and in the dream, uh, I was dreaming that speaking of the empty nest thing, dreaming that my family and we had all gone to something like the Mall of America. I don't know if you've ever been to the Mall of America, but it's huge, and it is lots and lots of, and it's amazing. But anyway, we were there for an event in my dream, and something happened. There was some big frou-frou that went on, and I looked around and my grandson was missing. And so I'm like, oh, Hayden's gone. Where's Hayden? And then we started searching, going through all these looking, yelling, but I kept trying to yell his name and I couldn't. I kept trying to yell his name and I could not yell. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I can't yell because I am in sleep paralysis. I am sleeping. This is a dream. And once I realized that I was sleeping, it was a dream. I'm like, oh, and of course, then I woke up because when you realize it's a dream, you wake up. And so, but it was pretty crazy. And that's what we do now. All right, here's our opening song. Thank you, Tina Malia. That was the Mula Mantra, and such a beautiful chant. One of my very favorites. So tonight, we got a treat because at the last minute, I asked our friend Rafi if he would talk to us about this release technique that he's always talking about. And I know you always hear it whenever someone brings up a feeling or an upset, and he'll say, can you let it go? Can you, whatever, he has a whole plethora of things that he'll say to you to help you break loose from the fearful thoughts that are overtaking your heart. And so I've asked Rafi if he would talk to us about that. And I wanted to just welcome everyone to the room. I'm just going to go down the list and say hello to everyone because I see we have at least one new person. So we have Rafi and Brooklyn and Deb and Dove and Glorian. I feel like Miss Jeannie, right? And Karen and Mickey and Rico, Robert and Ron. Welcome, Ron Velarde. Nice to have you here. Sally Quinn, who's been with us. So grateful for you and thank you for your generous donation as well, Sally. And Wendy Miller, welcome, welcome. So turning this mic over to you, Rafi. Rafi on the spot. Here you go, bud.
Okay. Just brief history. Lester Levinson, who became at age 42, in 1952, had his second massive heart attack. And back then they didn't have heart transplants or bypass surgery or anything. The doctor said, Mr. Levinson, go home. If you got to change your shoes, put loafers on, because if you bend over to tie your shoelaces, you could probably just die. And you only have a few weeks to live anyway. So he went home and he said, I'm 42 years old. And he was a physicist, an engineer. He had all of these things, all of this learning. And he said, I'm 42 years old and this is the end of the line for me. There's got to be something I can do. So he started investigating his life. Why am I here? What is this world here for? What is my relation to this world? What makes me happy? Well, when people like me. Well, no, but when I'm loving, when I'm loving, I'm happy. So he went back and went through all the relationships he could think of that he had and that were ugly and awful and had pain and stuff that had to do with him, and made sure that every single one of those he reversed them till he got to the point where he was just totally loving everybody that he had ever had any contact with, any interaction with. And then he started to realize that these feelings that were coming up, he could just let them go. He said, what are they there for? They don't have any other reason. Oh, wait a minute. And he started to do, well, within 3 months' time, actually sooner than that, he started to get clearer and clearer and clearer. And then he realized that all of that noise in his head was the thing that was causing all the problems. And he said, what has that got to do with me? So we started to look at all of that stuff. And again, and all of that noise had feelings attached to him. So he kept letting go of the feelings. And in less than 3 months, he had gone completely free and had become completely, uh, uh, you know, realized. And so then he went in an orchard. Now, this was an apartment in Manhattan, and he would just sit there in this bliss. And at nights, the happiness was so powerful, he didn't know what to do. He would walk the streets of Manhattan at night, trying to walk off all this energy that kept coming up. And then he realized, and he didn't know how, and all of a sudden he started buying apartment buildings. He never wanted he bought 4 apartment buildings. And out of nowhere, where did the money come from? He didn't have any money. He was out at work for a long time, and all of these sort of miracle things happened. So when he left New York, somebody said, "What did you do with the buildings?" He said, "I gave them to people who I thought would treat the tenants well." And then he left, and he moved out here. He moved to LA for a while, and then he moved to Sedona, and eventually he thought, I have to share this information with the world. So he coalesced it all into a technique that people could use that was really efficient. And this is how it works. First of all, he created the 6 steps. The first step was, I must want freedom more than I want approval, control, security, or more than I want anything in this world. And he thought, well, that's kind of vague. So he brought it down to, I must want imperturbability. Nothing and no one could ever bog me more than I want approval, control, and safety and security and survival. And he realized the 2 biggest fears that we have, because we think we're people, is the fear of dying and the fear of separation. So he went after that. The second step is, I decide that I can release and be imperturbable. The third step is, see all feelings culminate in the one for approval, the one for control, the one for safety and security. And then release all of those feelings, whichever one applies. And step number 5 was, if you're stuck, let go of wanting to control the stuckness. And step number 6 is, the more you release, the higher you get. So keep on releasing until you get to the point where you're so high or so clear or so quiet that you realize you really remember the truth of what you are. And so this is how it works. Now, Lynn, you said you were having digestive problems?
Yes, I
Okay.
have, yes.
Is that wanting approval, wanting control, or wanting to be safe?
I don't know.
Sure you do.
Well, I'm trying to think. Obviously, I don't know. Not wanting approval, maybe wanting control.
You want it to be different than it is? You wanted to fix it and change it?
Yeah, I'd like to, I'd
Okay.
like to not be having these issues, that's for sure.
Okay, great.
So,
Now see if you can feel in your stomach or in your chest or in your throat any kind of sensation that goes along with that wanting out of control feeling. If you
as
can,
far as what I want to feel in control of, or
yeah,
what I
see if there's a sensation in your body. It's okay if there is, it's okay if there isn't. It doesn't
I
matter.
don't, I don't relate to anything like that. So
Okay, so you
I'm
don't feel
looking for
anything you don't feel anything in your stomach or your solar plexus or your chest right now,
physically or
physically.
physically. Yeah, I do.
Open
I
up an
do.
imaginary space in front of that, and now, it's just a question. Like, is today Monday? Would you allow that feeling to go if it wanted to go?
Yes, I would.
Would you allow it to go even more?
Yes, I
Would
would.
you allow more of that wanting control feeling to go?
Yes,
And is it better to have control or want control?
it's better to have control.
Or could you let go of the wanting control so you can have control?
Yes,
You let go of
yes,
the wanting control, so just allow. Well, you don't have to do anything to allow. Could you just like that? They all feelings come up to leave. That one of the great things about how everything happens for us. That's one of those other things that happen for us. Could you allow the rest of those wanting control feelings to go now, to have control?
yes,
You have a little sense now that you have a little control.
yes, I do.
Could you allow that to expand a little bit and have more control?
Yes, I can.
Would you allow whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets any better?
Yeah, it does. It is better.
Would you allow whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets even better?
Yes,
Would you allow whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets even better?
yes.
Okay, what are you experiencing now? Not what you're feeling, what are you experiencing now?
I'm experiencing calm, peace.
Not bad, huh? How long did that take? 30 seconds?
Yeah, not
Okay.
bad, not bad. Yeah,
What happens when we let go of these feelings, these non-loving feelings, these fear-based feelings, is we're all also letting go of the thoughts below them that propagated them in the first place. And that's the effectiveness of releasing. There are other things too. We sometimes we get into situations, we have a situation, we don't have a solution for it. What the hell am I going to do about this? Okay, so the best thing you do, you can't ask your mind because your ego mind is going to give you an answer that is not going to help at all. So what you do in a situation like that is you say, could I let go of wanting to figure this out? Yes. Could I let go of wanting to figure this out? Yes. Could I let go of wanting to know what to do about it? Yes. Just for now. Could I let go of wanting to know the answers? Just for this moment. Yes. Could I let go of wanting to figure it out even more? Yes. Okay. Could I let go of wanting to know anything about anything just for this moment? Yes. And then just allow yourself, could I let go of wanting to be quiet? Could I let go of wanting to mind? Could I let go of wanting to think?
Yes.
Then take a look at, again, what are you, not what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. You see, because the quiet is not only has all the answers, the quiet is the answer, and all that gets us to the quiet. And I've done it just last week. I talked Brooklyn through a releasing thing on the phone, and about stuff that she was dealing with, and that worked out just fine. And the thing about this is, like, it's a practice. The more you do it, the more you do anything, the better you get at it. So the more you do this, the better you get at it. And if you do this more and more, you'll find that that issue that's going on digestively will start to clear up on its own. Okay. Now let's take a look at one more step. What do you feel the most afraid of right now?
What do I feel the most afraid of right now? Just, wow. I'm thinking about it, because I'm not really afraid of much of anything, but I am afraid of, I guess my children being, thinking about my children, having difficult times.
Okay. Is that wanting approval, wanting control, or wanting to be safe?
Uh,
Secure.
I think it's wanting to be secure.
Okay. Can you welcome that wanting security feeling that came up to leave? Could you welcome it? Welcome all feelings. Could you welcome that wanting security feeling? It's just a feeling. It's not a fact, and it's trying to get out.
Yes.
Okay. Could you let go of wanting security? Just would you allow it to go if it's trying to get out?
Yes.
Would you allow even more wanting security feelings to go now?
Yes.
You rather have security or want security?
I would rather have security.
Or could you let go of the wanting security to have security?
It's a tightrope. I mean, it's a tug of war, but
It just
yes.
who makes the decisions here?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Okay, so the tug of war is your mind carrying on. You don't want to listen to that thing, right? That isn't what we are. So, and again, these are just feelings. Could you let go of wanting security to have security?
Yes.
And would you allow the rest of these wanting security feelings to go to have security?
Yes.
And now is it starting to feel a little bit more like you have security? Even if it's only a hint? Okay,
Yes.
could you allow that to expand and have a little more security?
Yes, because I'm seeing that my wanting that
Okay.
security isn't doing anything.
Could you allow whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets better? Just to see, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Could you allow whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets even better?
I can.
Could you
Yeah.
let go of whatever you're feeling now to see if it gets even better?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you say yes, the process completes itself. That's the divine presence that we really are working for us. Everything is happening for our benefit. How many times have you heard Dove say, "Oh, what could you not accept when you realize that everything is going on, past, future, or to come, is working for your ultimate good?" Okay? Now, what are you experiencing? Now, what are you feeling? What are you experiencing?
I'm experiencing a calm.
Okay. That's a lot better than being agitated, feeling agitated, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And who did that?
Well, I did it.
Exactly. So who's in charge here? Who's the boss?
Yep, I am.
Okay. Anybody else want to do this?
Yeah, take your chance.
Anybody got a problem with career or finances or relationships or health? No? Well,
We're all doing great.
how blessed, how blessed, how blessed, how, whoops, somebody's hand.
Oh, Brooklyn has her hand up.
Oh, namaste, mighty companions. That was great. I love it. You know, when you asked, what are you most afraid of? The scariest thing with me is how hard I judge myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
And could you let go just for now? Could you let go of disapproving of yourself?
Oh, yes.
Could you let go of disapproving of yourself some more?
Yes.
Could you let go of disapproving of yourself even a little bit more?
Yes.
Could you let go of disapproving of yourself?
Yes.
Could you let go of disapproving of yourself?
Yes.
Could you let go of disapproving of yourself?
Definitely.
Could you
Yes.
let go of disapproving of yourself?
Yes.
Now, for no reason, could you just give yourself love and approval? No
Yes.
reason. Could you just give yourself a little more love and approval?
Yes.
Can you give yourself a little more love and approval?
Yes.
And you give yourself a little more love and approval.
Yes.
How simple was that? The
Beautiful.
ego wants to make everything complicated. And this disapproval thing is part of its nature because suffering is what it feeds off of.
Mm.
Again, you're the one that made the decision, right? So who's in charge here?
Holy Spirit.
And isn't that what you really are?
Yes. Yes.
We're not our minds, we're not our bodies, we're not thoughts, we're not feelings. The mind is really just a recording and playback machine.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
it can only reference itself. And I've heard Mickey talk about that. I've heard Karen talk about it. I've heard other people mention it themselves. That it can only, it's doing it itself. So we stand back and watch it, then we don't get caught up in it. If we get caught up in it, then it starts to run us. When we realize that this whole universe out there is what we put it out there, this is our picture, then we're no longer the victim, which is an ego concept, and that we're in charge of it. And since it's only there for our benefit and it doesn't exist at all, and there's the paradox that makes it so, this system of releasing all of these unwanted, fear-based, non-loving feelings helps clear the mind out, clear those thoughts out, those self-referencing thoughts, so you can get to the calm, the peace, the quiet that we really are. It's a very effective system. And like I said, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Yes, Rico.
Do one on your twin brother.
Okay.
Good evening, family and friends. I send you love and life in my heart to yours. I'm not really afraid of anything in particular, but I'm cautious about my health. If I had some, if
That's
I
bothering
had some
you.
concerns, it'd be about my health.
That's bothering you.
It makes me cautious. I like being natural.
Okay. Well, cautious is another word for fear, isn't it?
It could be.
You don't walk toward the edge of a building if you're not cautious. You know, I'm not all right. That's just a synonym for fear. All right. So that fear, that business about your health, is that wanting approval, wanting control, or wanting to be safe and secure?
I'd say safe and secure, probably.
Okay. See if you have any of that sense of in your stomach, in your solar plexus, in your chest, maybe in your throat. Sometimes
No,
I can feel it in my shoulder. No?
no. I've always had lower back problems, so there's no emotional attachment there. I've
Oh,
just
it
always
is.
said,
Oh, it is. Everything in your body is a reflection of something going on in your mind. The body is a trigger mechanism. And how many times have we heard welcome your triggers?
All the time. So
All
you're
right,
telling
so
me I
let's
can
just-
let go, I
let's
can let
just
go
get-
of my,
Let's just get quiet
okay,
and take a look at that wanting security feeling. It's a lacking feeling that's trying to get out. And would you allow that wanting security feeling to go if it wanted to get out?
absolutely.
Would you let go of more wanting security?
Yes,
Is it better to have or want security?
to have.
Or could you allow the wanting security feeling to go to have security?
You said, am I willing to let it go, the wanting? Yeah. I like to let all the wants and desires go.
Okay, could you allow more of those wanting security feelings to go to have security?
As in a conscious effort, yes.
It's a simple yes or no. Don't make a
Yes.
thing. You make a thing out of it, it becomes ego, okay? Ego likes to make things out of it. All right? So could you allow more of that wanting security feeling to go to have security?
Yes,
And once again, is it better to have security or want security?
have.
So that wanting feeling came up to leave, like all feelings do, and it's only a feeling, it's not a fact, it's just energy. It's not good or not bad. Let's not label it. Let's just open up a space in front of you, like a window or a door, or and allow that wanting security feeling to go to have security,
Yes,
and allow more wanting security feelings to go to have security.
yes,
I remind you, I'm not demanding, I'm just asking a question. Is today Monday?
it is.
Could you let go of wanting security to have security?
Yes.
You feel more like a little more like you have security now.
Feel a little more relaxed.
Okay, so could you allow that to expand and expand a little bit more?
Absolutely.
And then could you let go of whatever you're feeling and see if it gets even better?
Yes,
And would you allow that whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets even better?
yes,
And allow whatever you're feeling now to go to see if it gets even better.
absolutely.
And what are you experiencing? Now what you're feeling, what are you experiencing?
Just calmness.
Isn't that a
Calmness.
whole lot better than being agitated and bothered?
Absolutely.
Okay, and who did that? Who did
Holy
that?
Spirit.
Yeah. And is that what you are?
Yes,
Okay, so who's in charge here?
me.
Right. Not the mind. Okay, not the ego mind.
The I am.
Right, there it is.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
It's okay. And again, it's like any other practice, like riding a bike or anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it, the easier it becomes.
Okay.
And you can do it anytime. You can do it while you're driving, you can do it while you're doing the dishes, you can do it, it doesn't matter. While you're taking a shower, because the feelings keep wanting to come up. The problem is we suppress them or we distract. I don't like these feelings. I don't like feeling afraid. I don't like feeling unsettled. I don't like feeling jealous. I don't like feeling angry. I don't like. As soon as you do that, you're either pushing it aside or, well, now I'm going to do something to distract myself from it. They don't go away. They just stay there and keep regurgitating over and over again. This way, you open up a way for them to go and let them go. And you get to that calmness that you just described.
Thank you, Rafi.
Yeah. Yes, Lynn.
Yes, a couple things. I don't know if you saw the question in the chat from Bob.
No.
He said, I just had one of my earlier political essays come back to bite me in the ass with my extended family. Can I use this process to quote unquote fix this?
Sure, Bob.
Yeah,
Wanting approval, wanting control, and wanting to be safe and secure.
approval.
Could you let go? Could you welcome that disapproving, wanting approval, lacking approval feeling? Just
Say
welcome it up.
again?
Could you just welcome up that feeling, that wanting approval, that lacking approval feeling?
Sure.
Okay, and then would you be? Can you feel it in your body at all? Stomach, chest.
Yeah, I feel it in my stomach. It's like a knot in your stomach when you've done something and upset somebody.
Okay, could you open up a space, an imaginary space in front of that energy, and allow that wanting approval feeling to go?
Yes,
Would you allow more wanting approval feelings to go?
yes.
Would you rather have, which is better, having approval or wanting approval?
I'd rather have the approval.
So then, and the only thing that's in the way is this feeling of a lacking approval that's trying to get out anyway. So could you allow the wanting approval feeling to go to have approval?
Yes,
Could you allow the wanting approval feeling to go even more to have approval?
yes,
And you let it open up and allow the remainder of these wanting approval feelings. Again, it's just energy. It's not good. It's not bad. Don't label it. It's just trying to get out. Would you let go of wanting approval or have approval?
yes,
You feel a little more like you have approval?
yes,
Could you allow that to expand and have even more approval?
yes.
Could you just give yourself love and approval? No reason.
Okay,
Isn't love our basic nature?
yes,
Okay, so could you let go whatever you're feeling to see if it gets even better?
yes,
You let go whatever you're feeling to see if it gets even better.
yes,
You let go whatever you're feeling to see if it gets even better.
yes.
And now what are you experiencing? Now what are you feeling? What are you experiencing?
The same as everybody else. More peace with the situation.
Not bad, huh? What
Really
did that
is
take?
my
What did
goal.
that take? About 45 seconds? A
Yeah,
minute? Okay. You see
yeah,
how simple it is.
yeah.
KISS, keep it simple, sweetheart. The more we complicated it, the more the ego mind steps in. And that's the cause of all our Mishigas, our Surus, and any other Yiddish words you want to use.
Sure, she's right. Yeah. Thank you, Rebecca.
It's quite all right. And like I said, this is the other thing. If you get into a situation where you're driving yourself crazy trying to figure out how to work something out, the best thing you do is, could I let go of wanting to figure this out? Could I let go of wanting to know what to do about it? Could I let go of wanting to know what the answers are? Could I let go of wanting a solution? And just keep saying yes and yes and yes until you get to the place where everything is quiet. And those where the answers come from. They're not going to come from your mind. Your mind is going to give you something that comes from separation, lack, and limitation, and that's permanent suffering. Yes, Lynn.
Yeah, so I love this the process and the way that it's working here. I'm thinking that it's similar to the process, the forgiveness process, and of course, the miracles is very similar. But the idea is not just that uh, I'm going to be okay with my extended family being upset about this thing I wrote, but in actuality, when you let it go, it's only here for me. The situation is only here for me. So like I was talking about my situation about my kids. And then I told you that I had this dream about my little grandson, disappearing and being frantic about, the whole situation. And I realized that um my that letting go of that fear for them or worry for them actually shifts the whole situation. So, if I think that if I could let that go completely, then, my children would be just fine because they are. If Bob can let that go completely, his family is not going to be upset with him and actually experience that love, not like magic, but like what I project is what comes back to me. So if I'm not, I think that he may have had, just like I have had, he may have had a feeling that this was going to upset them. And so when it did, it was as expected. And, and so when he stops expecting that, then that'll stop happening because it's only coming up to serve us. It's only come up to give us what we're asking for.
Now, what you let go of, what Rico let go of, what you let go is gone completely. That doesn't mean that there might not be more of it down there, sitting in your subconscious, but you've at least let go of that much of it. And if you let go of that much, if any more comes up, you can let that go too. Okay, and because now you know that you're the one that's running the show, and you're not getting into that victim mentality, which is what ego is. Okay, you're in charge, and once you take charge like that, I mean, it happened. My mind yesterday told me that I need to be afraid because the days are getting shorter. Excuse me? What? And then it morphed into the days are getting shorter, meaning you're getting closer, you're getting older, and you're going to die. Whoa. So I was able to bring up all of that wanting safety and security feelings and let them go. And I got into a beautiful, blissful state of quiet, and there was no mind activity, and all the happiness that we really are, that is our basic nature, flooded right into my awareness. And but when that happened, the days are getting shorter. What? But listen, if we start to actually look at the ego mind as something that might actually be rational, we're looking at it totally wrong. We know how insane this thing is. And fortunately, we also know that we're not it. That it's a complete, what we are is unlimited. What we are is an expression. I'm whole, complete, unlimited, perfect, total unto myself. Everyone and everything is part of myself, working toward my ultimate good. I am loved and I am love. And the release technique, we go up the chart of emotions. The lowest emotion is apathy. It's apathy, grief, fear, lust, anger, pride. And then you start to move into courageousness, acceptance, and peace. And when you're up there is the best time to release all that other stuff. The more that you're in acceptance and peace, the more effective your releasing is.
Thank you for
The
that.
love that we are makes itself quite obvious. It's always there. The grace of God doesn't go anywhere. It's always there. And all of the masters as one, are pushing the grace of God at us all the time. The Christ consciousness, and it's radiating from within. It ain't out there someplace. There ain't no out there. So that's that. I hope that was helpful.
That is helpful. And what I wanted to say, I see Bob has posted, all I need do is ask for forgiveness, and I'm working on that apology. And when I read that, I thought, well, actually, did you write that article so that you would upset your family? Is that a purposeful thing? Why are you asking for forgiveness if it was what you were truly thinking? But you don't have to even ask for forgiveness, um, because other people decided to be offended. That was their decision. Uh, but what you have to do is forgive yourself. And I think that's where the issue is. If you're feeling like you did something wrong, then you need to see it in yourself. What is it? Why do I think that this was a wrong thing to do? And there we go again. Can I, you know, what is that? The purpose of asking for forgiveness? Is it to get approval? Is it to gain control, or is it for safety? And you can let that go too. And the that that apology is done because it never happened. The thing that went wrong never happened. And thank you for bringing these things to my mind, Rafi, because that is really helpful to me. And I recognize that, I was talking earlier about that dream I had about my grandson and my family and everybody being all upset and worried and afraid. And I realized that that all ties together with this whole idea of wanting safety, security, control, making sure that everything is right. And that's not something I can do in the world. That's only something I can do in my own thinking, because that's where the problem is. The problem's not in the world. It's not in my kids being incompetent. It's in me thinking, my thinking. So,
Oh, Mickey's got her hand up.
yeah, Mickey's got her hand up. Yeah, go ahead, Mickey.
Hi, hang on, I'll turn my camera on.
It's
Um,
Mary.
I love how all of the things we've been talking about lately weave in together with each other. And especially how Bob brought in that thing of working on an apology. And the apology is not to the family or the extended family. It's Ho'oponopono wrapped into all of this as well. And if you combine the Ho'oponopono, and we're not saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me to the extended family. We're saying it to our higher selves or Holy Spirit or God, that I thought I could even be separate, that I thought that, that I thought I lacked approval, that I thought I lacked safety, that I thought I lacked control. I'm sorry. I thought these crazy ego thoughts. And I loved what Rafi said before. If you're looking at the ego to be rational or logical, or I can't remember exactly the word you used, like you're out of your mind. If you're looking at the ego to have any sane answer whatsoever, and the only thing that we're doing is saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I looked outside of myself for approval. Please forgive me. Thank you for the reminder that that's what I already have. And
Yeah.
I love you being the one, the only, and so to combine that, this is so brilliant because to combine those three categories, the approval, the control, the safety and security with Ho'oponopono, that's golden. That is truly golden. I am so sorry. I looked anywhere for any of those three categories. I just love this. This is rocking. Thank you.
I just want to add one thing about wanting approval. The instructor I used to have, he used to say, the biggest check you're ever going to write is wanting approval. Because Leslie used to say, you think you're a person, so you have a lifespan. And you want approval so you can feel safe and secure. And if you can't get it, if you don't have approval, then you want control, and so you can feel safe and secure and survive because you think you're going to die. And when you get into the wanting approval, becomes enormous. Then because the ego can't tell the difference between you and me. It can't tell the difference between me and anybody else. So if I want approval from them, I want approval from me. It was just like what Brooklyn was saying. That I'm disapproving of myself all the time. Well, stop it.
Who are you, Bob Newhart?
Exactly. But when you realize it's just coming from that thing that just keeps that machine that you keeps running mechanically, it just keeps you putting out the same, repeating the same thoughts over and over again, projecting the same thoughts over and over again, referencing the same mechanically. It's a recording and playback machine. The mind doesn't have a life. The ego mind doesn't have a life. It's not alive. So it can't. If we are life itself, we are being itself, then we are the reality, and it isn't. I'm not talking about this. This is just a picture. But radiating through all of this, universal infinite love, that's the reality. And but the ego mind is going to work on that constantly until it drives you. A lot of people get to the point where they listen to it and they think the best thing I can do is kill myself. Or the best thing I can do is get a gun and go hold up a liquor store. Or the best thing I can do is divorce my partner. Or the best thing, it's insanity. And like one of the instructors used to say, who said you had to listen to it? Don't listen to it. Stand back and watch it. Every time I get a thought, I do the same thing. Where did that thought come from and what's it for? I don't know. And it goes away because I don't identify with it. It's not what I am. And then when a feeling comes up, I just look at it and say, okay, what is this? Wanting approval, wanting control, wanting safety, security, whatever it is, could I let it go? And then go through the process and allow it to go. First of all, you can't do that unless you are completely in the now. You can't release in the future. You can't release in the past because they don't exist. So if you're releasing, one of the other bonuses is you are totally now. If you are loving yourself, one of the bonuses is you are totally now. If you're doing Ho'oponopono, Course in Miracles, inquiry, self-realization, no matter which one when you do it, when you're in it, you're doing it, it's perfectly now. And didn't Eckhart Tolle write a whole book called The Power of Now? Okay, ego is not now. Ego is about future and past. Again, it's a machine. It can only reference that stuff because that's all it knows. It's a warehouse full of data, information, facts, figures, ploys, tactics, all of that stuff running automatically. Best thing to do is to stand back and observe it. And every time a feeling comes up, align it to whatever the one that culminates in and let it go. So, anybody else?
Coffee, I just want to say thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I love you anyway, so you just get the pluses with it.
At a time, wow.
But thank you for that. That's Sedona method. That I can really find some spots in my travels where that can be very beneficial to me. Thank you.
Okay, a couple of other things. If you take a Sedona method course or a release technique course, then you have available to yourself 8 hours a day a support line that you can call, and one of the instructors will get on it and stay with you as long as you need to work through your issue. On Wednesday night, they have what they call the Release Technique World Call, where people from all over and it's free. People from all over the world call in, and we all support and work with them. And they get on the phone and they say, I'm having a problem with this financial issue or this relationship issue or this health issue, or, my kids are this or whatever it is, and they work through it. And we all are there. Again, like this, what we're doing here, this collective consciousness is very strong because we are a collective consciousness. That collective consciousness is very strong because that's what it is. It is consciousness recognizing itself. It's love recognizing the love that we really are. The love in me is recognizing the love that I am, or the God that I love, the God that is love that I am is recognizing the God that is the love that you are.
Rafi, Bob is asking you to post the link to that session. I know you send out emails about the sessions. So maybe for sure, if you can put Bob on your mailing list.
Oh, Bob, really simple. Just go to releasetechnique.com and they'll sit. It's very simple. Again, KISS. All right. I don't have to send you the link. Releasetechnique.com. It's all one word, lowercase. And all the answers you need will be there.
All right. Yeah, I'm having to reboot my other computer, so but everything is fine. We're still live on YouTube, and people can come in here if they want to hear what's going on. So we have about 5 more minutes. If anybody has any more thoughts or comments or questions.
One good thing,
Go ahead.
if you're with somebody who's releasing, and an instructor or somebody is working with them, release along with them. Don't just become an observer or an audience. Use that opportunity to release along with them.
Yeah, I love it, and I thank you for that. And because yes, this is a joint venture, and as you know, Mickey was pointing out, the consistency of this technique with Ho'oponopono or the work Byron Katie's, which we haven't really gone into, but all the different work that we're doing is all basically very similar, and all it is doing is bringing it back to cause. That the true cause of what appears to be happening is my thinking, not some outside situation. And I can choose to change that anytime, as you have pointed out so clearly from all these folks that have talked to you about that. So,
Everything, there's only one truth. And the thing that gets in the way of it is thinking. Thinking is the problem. Thinking is thinking. And the whole point of Course in Miracles, releasing, and all the other one is to quiet the mind, is to get rid of thinking, so we can see the truth of what we really are. And so how one is not better than the other. The one that resonates with you the most is the one that's, there are no mistakes, and we're right back into acceptance again.
yeah, exactly. And that's it. It's whatever it is that is work, whatever gets you through the night, as John Lennon told us. It's all right. It's all right. So does anybody else have any comments or anything before we close out? We have a few more minutes and um
I
go ahead.
just like, oh, go ahead, Brooklyn.
I just want to say I love her so much. Thank you, Randy. Thank you.
And I wanted to say it was no accident that Dove and I both went to the same high school. And at one high school reunion, we happened to sit down next to each other. And he started talking about Course in Miracles. I started talking about releasing. And we realized we were on the same page. There are no such things as accidents. That was supposed to happen so we could be right here at this moment doing this right now.
Beautiful.
And isn't that just wonderful? And you're both preparing your whole lives for this. We're all preparing our whole life for this moment right now where we are. So what a gift that is. All right. I love those hearts. Thank you, Brooklyn. Sometimes they come up and other times they don't. I don't know why. All right. Anybody else have anything to share? Yes, and Dove says we are the tipping point. Exactly. A lot of little steps that have brought us to this place where we are now. And again, I do want to remind people or invite people to join us, Dove and me, on Sunday at Awakening Together. That's at 10:15 Eastern time. And the link is on the schedule on our website. So come on in and we'll learn about the tipping point, and I'll be reading lesson 181. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Dove. Anything anybody else want to share?
Yeah, if nobody told you today so far that they love you, I love you. And because of people like you in rooms like this, I've now been introduced to a power that loves you even more. So now I can't lose.
Can't lose. I love it.
Love, 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 love.
All you need is love.
Do,
Da,
do,
da, da, da,
do.
Now I'll tell you quickly, I've been locked into a lot of things for a cause or what I thought was going to be a thing. This is the first time I've ever been locked into something for love. And it is so beautiful. And I thank each and every one of you for that opportunity.
Thank you, Rico. You guys are something. I love you all so much. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close this out.
Big hugs.
Big hugs. Yes.
Thanks again,
And happy
Rafi.
birthday, Gloria.
Love you all.
tomorrow's birthday.
Thank you, Rafi.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Love you all. Gloria, are you going to be joining us tomorrow at all? Oh, maybe she left, or maybe. Anyway, because tomorrow's her birthday. So,
Oh,
well, I'll say happy birthday to her now, but I think she left already. All right. Bye-bye, you guys. I love you all.
bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.